This is Casey Wallace here at the Portal to Ascension conference. We're very excited to be here with you today, and we are, of course, running interviews, getting introductions for you to some extraordinary people, extraordinary practitioners and speakers, and we're here with Ochune. She is an incredible healer and consciousness practitioner, and we're going to get everybody a little bit familiar with her energy and her space, and let you sit in on a little bit of a chit-chat that we're having with her. Welcome.
Thank you.
We're going to ask you to speak up. Just make sure we're speaking loud because we've got a background environment. Tell everybody where you're from.
I'm from India, and I live in the Himalayan mountains and travel around India a little bit doing my healing work. And giving talks and holding workshops all over India.
Okay. And what kind of healing modalities do you do or utilize, or what have you developed in your own life that you use for your healing practice?
Well, first I started out with what everyone always starts out with, which is Reiki and pranic healing and a number of other modalities. But when I was introduced to Julius, I started getting more advanced techniques on how to heal, and now it's more of a flow, not really any technique or modality, but just what I feel needs to be used in the moment, and I just use my energies with that.
Have you always known that you have had healing abilities? Have you always had a sense of that, or was there a particular thing in your life that kind of initiated the healing practice for you?
I think I've always wanted to do it, and I've always felt, I could make some sort of a difference, help people with their pain. That time it was just physical pain. I wasn't really dealing with emotional and mental pain that I do now, but just the physical pain. And I said, I can do something about it. I just had knowing.
Right.
And it helped.
Right. But also just kind of, there's a lot of people out there who feel like they have something, but it's a whole nother something to get out and do it. Right? To put yourself out there. And what is that experience like? Was it kind of frightening at first, or were you just, had already had a fair amount of confidence? How did you muster your bravery for that?
Actually, it was at a crossroads in my life that I was laid off a job that I had very suddenly up in the mountains, and before taking up my next job I'd already got an offer, and I said, well, that's not really what I want to do. I want to get into healing, so let's just go into healing. And I just went into it, and at that time it was really the cold winter without any people around, just the locals huddled up in their homes, a lot of snow, and I was saying, what am I doing? How am I going to earn my living, being a healer at this time of the year? But I said, no, this is what I'm going to do, and I just started my journey there, really, professionally.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I was always working with people, just whenever, I'm not feeling good, or I have this pain, can you just take care of it? Right. I was already doing that.
Right.
Yeah.
And how long ago has that been now for you?
Almost 8 years now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
8 years now.
Yeah.
Are you able to do remote healing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
In fact, most of my work is remote healing, because up in the mountains, there are very few people who come up. They do come up sometimes and get a session with me.
Yeah. But talk about an inconvenience, right? It's like, gee, I couldn't get around to getting to the practitioner's office, okay?
Yeah.
You're up in the Himalayan mountains, right?
Yeah.
And so quite a journey to get up to you.
Yeah.
I remember when I was first working, in this industry, and people were asking if I could do, joyous online, have readings with them, have sessions with them, and I was like, what? How does that work? Okay. Then, of course, understanding that energy output is energy output. It just takes focus. concentration and intention, right? Was that concept kind of strange for you at first, or you just figured, nope, I can do it. As soon as I've got a contact with somebody, I can make that energetic connection with them?
It wasn't strange to me. I just kind of had that knowing that it could be done, and I just did it, and it worked, and it was like seamless, almost.
Nice, nice. Well, thank you for being with us. Right.
Thank you.
We'll look forward to more communications and interactions with you. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks everybody for being with us. We'll be back with you shortly. We're at the Portal to Ascension conference in Irvine, California.